And welcome. Alright, should be up and running. But today, we're starting in episode 0 with 2 campaign members, Uzuru and Xerxes. We start our tale where, let's just say, some shenanigans took place. Can you guys see the map?
Yeah, for the most part, we're done.
Don't believe you gave us our tokens.
I thought I'd... How do we do that? Fuck.
You double click on them, and there should be a box that you just click on the username, and it'll assign it.
Ah, got it. Thank you. I do apologize. This is first time doing this. Okay, we'll see if you can... Your character?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Justin, can you move yours? I will take that as a yes. Alright, so... We start where our 2 adventurers are a little bit confused at the circumstances. Both Uzuru and Xerxes were invited to the festival that is occurring here in Aria, but arrived a little bit too early and decided that they wanted to party a little bit. So, anything people want to say to start?
Well, anything?
Were we knocked out in one of these rooms, or?
Or we were just too drunk?
For the most part, kind of just knocked out. Got a little bit too rowdy for the start of the festival.
All right.
But for the moment, Xerxes, give me a perception check.
That's pretty bad.
That is very bad. You're just still wandering around the cell trying to figure out what the hell's going on. You don't kind of notice or hear the door open and see this gentleman in front of you. You know, I know it's supposed to be festivities and everything, but taking it a little bit too far as you did. What have you say?
Too far. What do you mean too far? I'm a folk hero. I led the militia.
Burning down the tavern bar is a little bit too far, don't you think?
Hey, you get drunk, you have a little fun.
Well, that's fun. I don't know what you want to be when serious.
No, you don't.
All right. Fair enough.
So
But-
how long are you gonna be here for?
Well, it is a festival. As long as you don't leave town, I think we can postpone sending you out to this place called the Institute. But I think if you behave, we can forego the paperwork.
Yeah, that'll work. For now. I'll play game.
Just play nice and everything should be relatively fair.
Ah, yes. Nice.
So, Captain of the Guard motions to one of the other members, says, just unlock the cell and keep an eye on him, make sure he doesn't leave the building yet. Let's go see our other guest. The other guard nods. He goes and unlocks your door. You're free to roam, but just stay put a minute. Uru. So, you hear a knock at your door.
All right, she'll go and open the door.
Well, she should. They're like jail cell bars. You can see in them, but
Oh, okay.
you can't unlock them. Like,
all right.
and the princess is awake. Right? You have noble stuff.
No.
Oh, that's. What was your background?
They lost.
Fey Lost. Okay. Sworn I saw noble on it, but okay. Still not gonna change it.
Thinking of the other character.
Probably. And what are we gonna do with you? You know, I can have a half a mind to let you rot in here, but as you more than likely heard, it's the festival. And I'm feeling in a happy mood.
Well, that's certainly nice to hear.
Causing trouble this close to the festival, I don't know if the king would rather me keep you in here or let you enjoy the festivities. But he left it up to me. So I'm going to let you out. Stay in town, keep your nose clean, and we won't have to ship you off to the Institute. So he goes to unlock your door. And he... Alright. So I just need you to sign a little paperwork, make sure you stay in the city, and we'll go from here.
Why do we fill out paperwork? Is our word not good enough?
With the sorts that I've run into, a little magical insurance tends to go a long way.
Magical insurance, you say? But I'm a full hero.
Ah! Huh. With what I've seen you destroy the bar, you're powerful enough. Hero! Ah! And you hear the laugh go throughout the whole thing. You could swear there's a few other guards in the place also laughing.
Hey, You know what? It happens. You get a little drunk, you get a little rowdy, and then, occasionally you forget to realize that you have magic, and then you light things on fire. What are you gonna do?
Well, I could say this. If you don't sign the paperwork, we could just keep you here for the duration of the festival. Your choice.
Fine. To be honest, I wouldn't mind. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't like me blasting out a wall or two.
Make another
So I'll
perception
st-
check.
One.
Did you really just roll a 1?
Yes, I did.
Oh my god.
If you want to keep me, I can greatly blow out a wall or two.
It's like, sure, go ahead. Use magic.
Fine. I. You know what? I could do this, but I'm not going to. You know what? I'll just sign the paper. No need to make any more messes.
Uzuru, please make a perception check for me.
All right. $19.
You do notice on your wrist and his that there are a set of manacles on them with magical ruins. So, if you follow me over this way, we can fill out that paperwork and you can be on your way inside the city. Over this way.
Do you have it where if we walk, the location opens up, or do you
What do you mean?
like how it's dark and if we move, the area lights up?
Oh
When we
no, what happens that's fog of war, that's the fog of war thing. So what happens is that I have to click an area uh,
Oh, okay.
and
And
light
if
it
we
up.
meant to.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's a weird thing. All right. So you two take a few minutes. Sign the release paperwork. And let's flip him. So now and it's a pretty decent sized letter. Boils down to please don't burn down the city and we won't have to keep you. As you both sign the papers, you see the gentleman you've been speaking with motion to one of the guards that's behind you to unlock your manacles. Now, with those things off, you'd probably be able to use your arcane abilities. Yeah, this isn't our first time dealing with your sorts. As he points in your direction, Xerxes.
Alrighty.
So, as long as you stay within the city, don't cause any trouble, enjoy the festival. We won't have to escort guards with you. Enjoy your day. So, any other questions? Any other?
No, just how do we get out of here?
To the door to your left.
Right here.
Yes.
All right, just making sure. All right. So
Uzura, anything else?
Not really.
Okay. You two leave the prison. So, welcome to the city of Aria. You've been here for a good 5 to 10 days. You've seen jailhouse. Where's the jailhouse? Shit. Where were you let out? Fuck, I marked it on the map too.
This?
No, that's just the guard barracks. I want to say it's here. I might have not changed it. But
The courthouse prison.
yep, nope, there you are. Okay. I knew I marked it. I just couldn't remember where. So yeah, you guys are let out here. Let me stage your tokens to the map.
Mm-hmm.
I can't shrink it down anymore. So you're free to roam around the city.
You might just want to copy and paste them from the previous maps as you go, so you don't have to keep reassigning them.
Yeah.
Got it. Fair enough. There's you. Okay, there's the both of you.
All right.
All right. So, other than obviously the castle and any resident's house, you're free to roam the city. Where do you wish to go? Please note the festival does start in a couple of days. So you'll see as you roam the city, people setting up for said festival.
I guess go to the inn first. See what's going on in the inn.
The inn that you were at was over here. This is where you burnt the inn down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a separate tavern and then an inn.
Oh.
So you're gonna go to the inn. There's pretty decent fire damage. You completely demolished one of the walls. You see the patron, not the patron, the lady that works there,
Mm-hmm.
tiefling in nature,
Mm-hmm.
and goes, no, 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 no. You out, out. Your stuff was sent to the guardhouse. You're not welcome here anymore.
Well, they let me out, and I promised to be good. Is there any way I can help?
Well, other than getting rid of the rubble, and you look in the corner, you see like a large mess of burnt wood and cobblestone set up in the corner.
All right. Anything else besides that?
Other than rebuilding the wall, rebuilding my bar area, cleaning up that mess. Honestly, there's nothing else.
All right.
So if you really want to be of help, please get rid of that. As she points to the burnt wood and the stone.
Okay.
So as Xerxes does this for the day, or for a good portion of the day, Uzuru, where do you want to head to?
Where was I when I got arrested?
You were over here at the Mind Flare Tavern.
Fine. Since I have a shovel, sorry, I'm gonna use my shovel.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, you guys can go. I just saw it. I had the shovel.
Why do you think I gave you that task? I knew you had the shovel. All right.
Do you remember what I did?
Mm.
To like
Roll me history.
$13.
Vaguely there was a couple of orcs that live in town that got a little handsy. You vaguely remember you have ice magic, don't you?
Ice? I have water.
The ice ray.
You have the ice.
Yeah, I have
Ice and firebolt.
Yes.
I mean, I can make ice. I don't have any ice damage spells. No.
All right. How would you have done? This is more so of when they got handsy. You decided with being drunk, kind of just laying them out with a couple punches. Sorry, I thought you had ice as well. That's my fault. But that being said, you see the patron. You see your barkeep behind the bar. And you notice he's human in stature, but he's buff, really buff. He's like, ah ha ha, Uzuru! They let you out?
Yes, they did. Guess whatever I did wasn't too bad.
Well, the king was very fond of this festival that's gonna occur here in a couple of days. So, more than likely, he let you out on a good word.
Pretty much the story I was given on the way out.
You haven't seen Larkus around, have you?
That's the guard we just talked to, right?
You don't know that? You didn't get his name.
Ah. Afraid I haven't.
Where the fuck is that guard captain?
I'm sure he'll be around when he gets to it.
You know, no one's as hardworking as him. He's probably still setting up his the schedule of the guards, so I doubt he'll be by for a drink later. But I got your stuff in the corner over there. I figured they'd let you out, but I haven't seen Braun like that in a while. It was hilarious.
Well, they had it coming to them.
Ah! Yeah. Sork and Jorik kinda. I tried to cut them out earlier in the night. They didn't want to hear it. So they were just nursing those last drinks before getting in your way. But that's last night. So any plans for the festival? Remember, the shops are still open till till about sunset tomorrow. If you need anything before then.
Good to know.
But
Sorry.
sorry.
What is this festival all about that you all keep talking about?
Well, it is Wintercrest. It's the winter solstice that's occurring up. It's kind of like a gift exchange that we celebrate. But roughly about how long ago was it? Yeah, it's in the tome somewhere. Like, has to be. The elves could probably tell you better. But a long time ago, a person tried to reach godhood, and he was taken down by a legendary band of adventurers. There we go. There's the word. And we're just celebrating the good time afterward. World hasn't seen too much destruction after that, so it's a good reason to celebrate. But I digress. I gotta get back to work. If there's anything else you need, you know where to find me.
Yes, I'm sure you'll be here for a while.
Ha! This is the busiest time. But enjoy the festival. So, anything else you want to do before heading out?
Other than getting her things, no, not really.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Just trying to help rebuild the thing?
Just play temporary cleanup crew.
Alrighty. So, as the evening goes by, finishing up what you're doing, do you go and get your supplies that they sent to the guard's house?
Yeah.
Okay. So, after you clean up, he goes, keep your magic to yourself, and there shouldn't be any problems. She
Magic's
motions to
fun.
you.
Magic's fun.
Fun it may be, as she turns around and whips you with her tail.
Hey. Yeah, a little drunk. You kind of forget things.
Mm.
Never intentional.
Ah, all right. All right. So, on your way to the guardhouse, generally, what else can we do? We could have actually gotten mission. So as you head back to the Xerxes, as you head back to the guardhouse or the jail cell, you see the guy you saw previously still doing paperwork. What do you do?
Snatch my stuff back. Like, hey, can I get my stuff back? And also, what's your name?
It's Larkus. And your belongings, where the hell did we put them? He motions to this guy. Goes, hey! Where was the stuff that the Dragon's Inn brought? Goes, I think they're in the back, sir.
You have to transfer over if we're back in the place. 'Cause I'm still in the city.
Oh, oopsie. There we go. Sorry.
It's fine.
This guy.
Where do you motion?
Fuck, where did I put it? Yeah, he motioned to somewhere over here. He goes, if you give me a minute, I'll get your things. You see him start rushing out. Well, he spends a couple of minutes getting everything together. He goes, saw this sodded fucking paperwork. Oh, I haven't heard anything bad yet. What'd you do in your day?
My day, eh. They call me a troublemaker, but I say leading a militia is not it's not being a troublemaker. It's being very humble.
Humble. Okay. Oh, as you're talking to Larkus, you notice the guard is like, sorry about that. Like, where? Confound it. Where the hell did you go? He goes, we put it on the other side of the compound, sir. I was like, oh, right. Well, there's your things. As I said, just keep your nose clean, and I don't want to see you back here for anything.
Yeah, I'll do my best. I could try to promise you, but he's sitting there having fun, having too many drinks. And like I said, no, being a magic user and trying to keep control of stuff when you're intoxicated tends to be a little troublesome. But I will do my best.
All right. And he just motions you to leave to get out of his way so he can finish his work.
As he does that, I I go to wave goodbye, and I snap my fingers, and I make a little spark appear, just to kind of push the buttons a little bit.
Out! So, as he screams for you to get out, now you spend the evening. How do you want to spend your evening?
Just nosing about, just looking around.
Relatively, you see a lot of the townsfolk stringing up lights, putting together general floats, festival things. Get ready for Winter Crest, stuff like that. You notice,
Mhm.
roll me an Arcana check, please. Okay. Plus what?
+2, so 20.
Okay, dirty 20. Not bad. There is something unsettling about the magic in the area right now.
Mm-hmm.
You can't quite put your finger on it, but there's something very, very unsettling.
Is there like kind of like a destination or location that like I can get like a direction of where?
More so towards the castle, but not the castle itself.
Okay, so around the castle, but not exactly the castle.
Correct.
All right.
You really can't pinpoint exactly, but you know it's coming from the direction of the castle.
Alrighty, can I try to where is it? All right. So, is there a way I can go and try to see how I can do this? All right. So, I'm curious. This and that. Is there a like library or like a place of books and stuff? Because the fact that I could feel it, but I can't locate it. So now I want to try and see if maybe there's some kind of record of mystery that can kind of cue me to this unsettling energy.
Over here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm not gonna have you roll a perception check for that.
I could roll an insight or a history check.
Roll me investigation.
An actual investigation.
Yes, because you're trying to find a place to. Because you haven't been to this city before.
Oh, okay. I understand. Damn.
Plus or minus what?
Oh, to proficiency or to?
No. To your investigation.
No, my investigation 0, so it's
Okay.
just a 9.
Okay, so it's just, oh god. Okay. It takes you a couple of hours, but you do manage to find the building.
Okay.
And you try to go in?
Yeah.
It's locked.
Fuck.
Considering you took a little bit too long to find the place, it closed for the evening.
Okay. Alrighty. Alright, so obviously it's nighttime, right?
Mhm.
Oh, I could try and be a pain in the ass, but I'm not. All right. I guess for right now, I'll find the place to, I guess, rest till daytime.
Well, you have, other than the Dragon Hole Inn, which you've been barred from, you can head to the Skeever or to the Mind Flare Tavern that you tried going to earlier.
I guess I'll go to the Mind Flare Tavern.
Okay. So you ask around for a little bit, find the Mind Flare Tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Where you notice in one of the corner, you do see Uzuru, or the half-orc that was in the prison with you, and a drinking competition going off in the corner. And most of the bar patrons are trying to get bets in.
All right. So I go in. I see him. I see he's in the middle drinking, and
No, Uzuru's not drinking and female.
okay. So he's just cheering on.
Yeah, she's not in the drinking competition. She's just sitting at the bar, just enjoying the show.
All right. So I pull up next to
Uzuru.
it is Uzuru, right?
Yes.
That's how it's pronounced, Uzuru.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I pull up next to him, like, hey, you're the other person who was in the prisons with me. Well, in the other cell, but you know. So what did you do to get in trouble?
Just a couple of guys tried to get the pass on me. I gave them a pretty good reason to not try that again.
Ah, sounds good. Sounds good. So I've been exploring the town and stuff, and I get a very big unsettling feeling. Can't quite pinpoint it, but there's something going on here. And of course, I tried to find the library, and I got lost. And then I found it, but then it was closed. So now I'm here just to hang out and trying to find a place to sleep for till morning. I was wondering if you would want to.
It's at that moment you see this big brawl, like he's very muscular, and he goes, "Ha! Uzuru, is this one of your friends?" He's like, "Welcome to Mind Flare. What you having?"
I'll just have just an ale. Just trying to take it easy, because I'm not sure if you knew about the fire that happened last night. Yeah, partying too much, plus being able to, produce magic. Does not equal goodness.
You hear this a hearty bellowing laugh, like, ah! Oh gods! So that's what happened to the wall. I heard that shit from over here.
Yeah. So yeah, just a simple ale.
Fair enough. A man that knows his limits is always welcome. But if you burn down my wall, I'm going to put you in the ground. Don't worry about what Larkus says.
Okay. Sounds good.
Will, how do I contest an intimidation check?
Testing it would be. Hmm. In what way? Like, in what context?
Well, to try to pressure him not to use any wild magic. Just to make sure that the threat that the barkeep just gave him actually is going to stick.
I suppose it would be insight then to see how serious the guy is.
So yeah, he would have. Okay.
So then I would have to roll for insight.
Yes.
I got a
Yes.
10.
You generally see that this man has built this tavern from the ground up and would not like to do it again. On the seriousness and malicious of his threat, you can test him.
Nah, I learned from my mistakes.
Fair enough.
Well, try to.
All right. So he pours an ale, slaps it in front of you. He's like, "All right, 3 silver."
So
A gold coin is 10 silver, by the way.
all right, 1 gold. Okay, so then that and that that. All right, so so I give him the gold coin and blah blah.
So he takes the gold coin, gives you. You want to keep
7
it open,
silver.
or you want your change?
I'll keep the change. I'll take it easy. I'll take it easy tonight. Try
Good.
to make things mellow.
Good
Try to
man.
make things mellow.
So
Mellow a bit.
he returns the 7 silver, and he goes off to help another patron.
Uh, uh, so so basically, I just drink my ale and I ask. Oh my God,
Uzuru.
Uzuru. There we go. Like Uzuru, if she would like to join me and to try to figure out what this sense I'm feeling in the morning. We'll try to go to the library and see if we can find any history or insight of this place. Even though there is the festival going on and stuff like that. Well, in a couple days.
What exactly do you think you're going to find doing this?
I'm not too sure, but all I know is just bad vibes, just chills, just bad vibes, and I'm intrigued to figure out what's going on.
I suppose I could help. It's doesn't seem like there's much else to do around here.
All right. All right. So
It is at that point. There is another character. You see him crash into one of the tables beside you, and hear him. Ah, God damn it! What did I say? Motherfucking dirt. And Uzuru, you notice him as one of the orcs from last night. So he's getting up.
How wasted does he look?
A little thrashed, not wasted. Not wasted enough to not notice that you're right there. So as he's getting up, he's like, you hear him grunt in a low guttural grunt, like, God damn it. It's like, what are you doing back? I thought you were in the fucking jail cell.
Bit of a rude way to say hello.
Ah! Considering your wildness last night, I don't think a hello is in your favor.
Trust me, you don't want to see what wildness can really look like when I want to try.
I'll leave you to devices. You weren't even worth the score last night. As he tries to get up and walk away. Got to put on freaking the
What you forget to put on?
that. No, doesn't play it. What? I'll figure out this. I was trying to do ambient music. There is the music for it. Yeah, I figured that out, Scott. Thank you. Pull me a fucking forehead. We're doing well.
All right. All right. Anything else going on, or can we try and find a place to?
No, there's just a couple of uneasy parties going on with the two orcs in the other corner, trying to have a good time, wait for the festival to start.
All right. So, you know what? No, I'm not even gonna do it. Not even gonna... All right, you know what? I am. I'm gonna do it. All right. So the people are having fun this and that, and I finished my ale, and I feel a little cheery,
Uh-huh.
and I say to everyone, "Is everyone enjoying their time?"
Everyone a little too caught up in their own conversations to notice you.
All right. So what I'm gonna do, even though I'm gonna look at the barkeep, like, hey, listen, I'm not gonna burn down the place. I'm gonna take this outside. But with everyone enjoying themselves, I figure, can I put on a little bit of a performance outside? See if we can get everyone to enjoy a little fire juggling.
Just keep it outside and careful where you throw it.
All right.
As he's cleaning up the top of the counter.
All right. So I hop on to the bar stool and I'm like, hey everyone, who wants to see some fire juggling outside?
You get a couple of the townsfolk. Not too often. They they're keen with magic and like ah, they'll raise a glass to join you in your show.
All right. So I go outside and I'm gonna juggle some fireballs, just to kind of keep the spirits going.
Okay. Roll me a performance check.
And yes, I will. It is 19 plus 5.
All right.
Ooh.
You successfully keep control of what you're doing. This way, it's a grand display. Everyone seems to be enjoying it.
Cool. So I put on my performance and stuff like that, and then I'm like, all right, everyone, it's time for me to go. Does anyone know a good place to sleep? To catch a cot?
One of the bar maidens motion that you burnt down one of the only other establishments that would
Intentional.
unless you got a friend in the city, this is the only other place you can actually get lodging for the night. As she winks at you.
All right. Well, do you have any open cots?
You'd have to speak to Chen over there, the big guy behind the bar you were speaking to earlier.
Mm.
But other than that, we could see what we can accommodate.
All right. So I go to the barkeep, and I'm like, hey, I hear for the most part you're the only place with a couple of cots to possibly sleep in since the other place kind of burned down. As I just nonchalantly just
Magically, huh? Well, we do have 2 rooms available. For the night, it would be about 7 silver.
all right. Cool. So give him the 7 silver.
He hands you a room key.
Okay.
It's furthest door on your right down the hallway over there.
Alrighty. So then I go and I just get settled and I go to bed.
Okay. Anything for you, Uzuru?
Well,
Huh?
alive?
Yes.
All right, because we asked if the what do you gotta do? Because I'm going to bed.
Yeah, she'd probably do the same, considering it's nighttime.
Okay. You had a room. They didn't really. You purchased a room the night before. Just didn't have a chance to sleep there because you were arrested. So, Ched motions down. Ezru, remember your room is third on the left.
Ah, yes. Thank you kindly. And she'll make her way to the room.
All right. So, with the evening coming to a close, uh, takes a good little while for you guys to fall asleep because of all the racket going on outside, getting ready for Wintercrest. But you do find yourself going to sleep relatively easily. So, next day rolls around. What do you guys start?
Well, I'm gonna go and head to the the library
Okay.
so I can go and see if there's any form of history or anything about this this city. You know, like its past history and all that stuff.
Okay. So, as you're walking into the building, you notice at the front desk is an elf clothed in a long brown robe.
Mm.
It's like, good day, sir. What can I help you with?
Um, just looking, just I'm just curious about this place since the festival is going to be going on soon. I was wondering if there's any history about what caused the festival to happen, any uh or any you know mysteries per se. Because every place has some form of mystery.
That's not a problem. I will call over one of the other monks to be your chaperone for the day, and please do note none of the books shall leave the premises. You
That's
can
fine.
take notes and copy anything you see fit to help you in your studies. But other than that, please don't remove any books from premises.
That's fine. You don't have to worry about it. Just curious.
So you hear her clap her hands. She motions for one of the other monks. He comes forward. Now, the monk that's in front of you has to be about 6 feet tall, give or take. Um, Barely obscure. The hood obscures his face a little bit. He goes, "My name is Xander. I shall be your chaperone for today."
Alrighty, that's fine. I'm just like I said, just curious about the history of this place.
No worries. And he motions you towards the books, asking, "So, any particular subject you're looking for?"
No, just the history. That's all.
Okay. And he motions you
Just
towards the section with the history of the city, the town, and yada yada.
oh, and the the history of towns. But is there a separate thing for the king's bloodline or the histories of the kings,
Um,
or is that under the same thing?
that would be under the same thing.
All right. I guess I'd have to roll for what inside history.
Um, Roll me an investigation. Roll me 3 different investigation checks. See if you can find the books you're looking for.
One is 2. One is a 19. And one is a 6.
Okay. really the only thing you find generally is you're having a hard time finding history for the bloodline and history for the festival, but you do find a history of the town.
Okay.
So you find the book for the city's construction, generally seeing that the city was founded roughly a little over 100 years ago.
Mm.
It was smaller than what it was really, but over time obviously grew to the size that it's at.
Hmm.
That always in service of the king will have a magician by his side to help him with the more arcane nature of the sort.
Mm. All right. All right. Can I try to find the the magic users for the arcane stuff if I could find like his identity or stuff like that, or if there's anything in the books about has it been the same generation of magic users, basically, started out with one, they had a kid, and then they kind of went through the line along with the kings, or um
Um, with the book that you found, that um you it would tell you that the king's line is human.
mm,
So it doesn't give you specific names, but you can surmise that this would be the third generation ruler,
mhm.
and the magician assisting the king is of elven descent,
Okay.
which you would know to be a lot older than the creation of the city. So it's probably the original person.
Okay. All right. Then can I look to see about um trying to think of the word. Um if there's been any dark times that plagued where there was like people missing or random murders or even possible um hintual text of possible dark magic or dark just a dark essence being noticed or seen, or just mystical things, little things
Now you're
that can
Xing Xander, or you're trying to find
yeah,
a book.
I'm trying to at first I'm trying no, I'll ask Xander first.
Okay. Um. Hmm. Well, general history for the city's over here. The mm, roll me a persuasion roll.
9.
Xander thinks for a minute, and he tells you, "I do apologize. Any books of those sort are kind of kept under lock and key. Generally, more so towards for more of the noble sort of the city. I do apologize. Really, those books are not meant for outsiders.
Okay. All right. So, uh, not meant for outsiders, you say. That's fine and dandy. But I'm basically gonna roll a persuasion for no, not persuasion. For intimidation.
Okay.
It is 12 plus 5.
He takes a look at you and he's like, "Sir, I do apologize. I gotta try to keep my job here."
That's fine and dandy. And yes, I'm a folk hero, and yes, I have done good. But keep in mind, you know, people think my good of using the militia against the army, as a bad thing. But it's a good thing. And I know last night I was not in the normal minded state, intoxication of how you've seen what happened to that one tavern. Let's say that might happen to more than that. But on a purposeful, good reason of mind.
Are you saying you're gonna do something, or you're trying to warn him that something might happen outside of the
Bas-
control?
Basically, a mixed feeling that it could be me or it could happen out of my control. That's why I rolled for the intimidation.
No, I know. I understand. Um,
All I really asked is just for a quick glance. Nothing more, nothing less. You could say you went to the bathroom or whatever, and I just mused in for a second.
I do apologize, sir, but rules are rules for a reason. And roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution saving.
Yes.
Oh shit. 11.
You start to feel your body seize and tense up. And during that time, he takes you, throws you over the shoulder, starts walking you out.
Okay. Alright, fine. So he throws me out, right?
You're thrown out of the library and barred from entering for the next few days.
Alright. Was Ro outside when all this happened, or
Uzuru?
He would have been just walking around the city, just exploring.
alright. So what I do is that I find and locate Uzuru,
Hmm.
and I tell Uzuru that
It-
there's definitely something going on. I went to the library, um, and there is a section that I can't get to that might explain why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling and this dark presence.
Huh. Was this in a room or?
It was in the library in the back. I did find some history on the bloodline, the family, and the town, and stuff like that. But when it came to, the more in-depth mysteries, since I'm not noble, I couldn't get to it, and I tried intimidating, but apparently it didn't work, and they threw me out. So obviously they're hiding something.
Certainly sounds like it. I might have a trick that could help with this.
Okay. What do you have in mind?
How well guarded was this room?
There was locking key, and it was gated off.
Hmm. Let me take a look around for a moment. All right, so well, she'll just go in the library.
Okay.
Okay.
You're greeted by the same lady. They're like, ah, welcome. How may I help you today?
No, just looking around. Nothing specific.
Okay. Well, at that time, she motions over to another cloaked figure. It's like, well, here's your chaperone for the time you are inside the library. No books shall leave the premises. You may take notes on whatever you see fit. But as I said, please, no books leave the library. So the gentleman takes his hood down. You see, he is half elf, and he's like, "Please, if you wouldn't mind, ma'am, this way." So he motions over to the entrance for where the books are kept. Anything specific you're looking for?
Oh, not exactly certain what it's called. I'll know it when I see it.
Okay. So you roam the library. He's following close behind you. As you're looking through the books, he asks you, "Have you found it yet, miss?"
While walking around, are there animals in this library, by chance?
Mm, uh, roll me a perception check.
20 total.
Uh, you notice that the building obviously is a little miskept, but the books are still in pristine condition. You see a mouse scurry about on the top of the bookshelf.
Okay. Do I ever see the door that Xerxes was talking about while walking around?
You would have passed by it. You would have passed by it, yes.
Okay. All right. She'd just begin making her way out
Okay.
after that.
Okay. And the half elf behind you is following behind you. Not obviously too close to be in personal space issue, but if he has to intervene with you doing anything, he's right there. So as you come to the front desk, the main librarian goes, "I hope you found everything that you needed." And you leave the library?
Yeah, she just like awkwardly nods and then leaves.
Okay.
Go meet back up with Xerxes.
Okay. He didn't go far. He's probably just right by the lake in front of the building.
You there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'll be like right here, and I'm just putzing around, doing like minor performance things with fire and ice. Nothing too crazy. That's really about it.
Well, you weren't wrong. It's certainly a strange aura about the inside of that place.
See, I knew it wasn't just me.
Hmm.
So, any luck?
Not yet.
Did you happen to see where everything was locked up that I was talking about?
I did. And
No, how do you think we can maybe get in there?
well, I don't know about we, but I might have a way.
How so?
Probably best to not show you in front of the building, in case they're watching.
That's fine. how far away of the building do we have to be?
Uzuru, make me a perception check.
20 total.
You do see on one of the balconies on the top, you'll see two other hooded figures looking intently at Xerxes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you certainly have a way with people, don't you?
Hey, it's not my fault. Apparently, you rile up a militia to fight a war. Apparently, the militia is the bad people, in opinion. And, unfortunately, it just rubs off. Not intentional.
I'm not blaming you at all. People aren't my preferred company either.
Yes, exactly. It's more of what they do than what they say.
Yes. So, I'd try to get him away from the building.
Okay.
Well, how far away do we have to be?
Probably if you head towards Winking Skeever or past the apothecary, you should be out of line of sight.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I guess I'll follow you. Uzuru. Since you're the one with the plan.
Okay. Just get him somewhere out of sight. And I wild shape into a mouse.
I thought you were gonna do that. Okay. All right.
I look down in a slight shock. Interesting. Very interesting. Can you talk in this form or not?
Not really.
And she shakes her head.
Just shakes the head. No. Okay. Alrighty. I say. Can you get to the library from here, or do you need to, scurry on me and hide, and then try to, as I walk by, you try to trail off? As I ask, Uzuru. Yes or no?
He would shake her head. Like, no.
No. All right. So you can get to the place here, to the library safely from here.
She nods.
Alrighty. I guess I will. I guess I will stay here and be by the Dragon's Hole Inn and see if they need any more help to seem like I am doing stuff and not close by if something were to happen, and I won't get blamed, since I'm pretty sure they're weary of me as it is.
She nods and scurries off back to the library.
Okay.
All right. So I go to Dragon Hall Inn, and I ask if they need any more help with my shovel in my hand, just acting like nothing's going on, nonchalant.
You notice the tiefling look at you like, We still got the pile of rocks that's over there if you want to keep shoveling that.
And I just agree, yes. And I just go and try to do the best I can.
All right, All right, Uzuru. What about you?
I'm gonna go back to the library. And preferably try to find a hole in the wall to
Okay.
get in, not the front door.
All right. Roll me investigation.
Hole in the wall, you say?
God damn.
14.
It takes you a good about 10 minutes, but you find a little mouse hole.
All right.
Now, wild shape. That's natural magic, right?
Yeah, that's
Is it like polymorph?
no polymorph's a spell. This is a class feature.
No, I know. Um,
Uh, it does say you magically assume the shape of a beast, if that's what you're looking for.
okay. Well, roll me an Arcana check quick before you step into the library.
$16.
You can't tell what the focus is or where the focus for the devices are coming from, but you can tell that this place is warded against any sort of magics. You know, i.e. polymorph.
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna climb up to the roof of the building. Like, if they have like any skylights, I can just look down.
Okay, yeah, you find one.
What do I see?
Oh, off to the left, you'll see the lounge area for a lot of the monks. You see a lot of them with the hoods down. Good about 5 or 10 of them. Off to the right, you see the front desk, and in the far back, you see the room that you saw with the gate. How long does your wild shape last for?
An hour.
An hour? Okay.
Damn, that's quite a while.
Yes, it is.
Just double checking.
Yeah. So, yeah, how long would this have all taken so far?
This would have been about half an hour.
Okay. Uh, it's just like walking around the.
The ceiling.
Hmm. I suppose so.
Okay.
See if I could find anything else useful before I get out of here.
You would overhear a couple of the conversations of what you would recognize as you and Xerxes entering the library. You would hear the one that chaperoned Xerxes in, talking about him trying to force his way into the back room. And the half-orc just wandering around the place for no reason. The other monk would have been like, well, as long as King was very specific not to let anyone into that back room, but even I'm not sure why. That room kind of, and you could tell Xander's been there longer than the other guy, but he goes on and says that room kind of has a lot of what's underneath the castle, so to speak. Even I don't know most of the details because only the caretaker has the key to that room. So roughly about conversation probably was about 10, 20 minutes. What do you do?
I would start to head back to the Dragon's Inn.
Okay. All right, so you make your way. Your shape would probably end by the time you reach the front of the silver sword.
Just like quickly climbs up a tree or something before she changes back.
Okay.
Just like try to like make sure nobody sees that.
Fair enough. All right, Xerxes. It's been probably about an hour. You're wondering what's going on. The pile's almost done. There's probably a couple more stones left. What do you do?
Cool. I just how big are the rocks?
Probably about a foot in diameter. 2 feet in diameter.
All right, so I say to the in person, be like, "Hey, I got as much as I could, but these big ones, I really can't do. I try to clean up the most as I can. I'm gonna go and head out. I think I've done my good deed for the day."
Okay. So the tiefling goes, yeah, we'll probably get Chet to move these. Thanks for your help again.
All
And
right,
motions
so-
you out the door.
All right, so I leave stuff like that, and I what I do is that I kind of sprintly walk this way, kind
Okay.
of like a circle. Like since it's in a circle, I go and I kind of sprintly walk around and this and that, just to be like, oh, I'm just walking around, and then obviously past the library and stuff like that. I just glance over quick to see if I see anything else going on, and then I walk.
The two guards are looking at you intently from the top raft from the top balcony.
All right, and I just walk around, um, kind of wondering where Uzuru is, since it's been about an hour and stuff. So I'm walking, and I just start walking slowly, just looking over. Do I notice? Do I happen to notice Uzuru in the tree? In the tree or no?
I don't think you were trying to do this. You were trying to be inconspicuous, but you weren't trying to be stealthy about it, right?
Yeah, I'm just looking around, just trying to see if not like a full like crazy investigation, just walking around, just keeping a kind of
An eye out for her.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you would notice after a little bit that she's sitting on a branch in the tree.
All right. So they could still kind of see me where I am, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Alrighty. So what I do is I I notice and I try to keep the main roughly the main walking speed, and I just walk past, hoping that Uzuru saw me, um and I'm just hoping that Uzuru can meet up with me back at the Dragon's Hole Inn.
Okay. Uzuru?
I did see him, right?
Yeah, you would have noticed him. He's not being conspicuous about it.
Yeah, she just hop out of the tree and just make her way to rendezvous.
Okay. Now, Xerxes, are you going into the inn or are you going to be on the outside?
No, I'm just gonna be on the outside, just looking at the castle stuff, and kind of like glaring back toward the library a little bit, and trying to see if I can kind of see if it was still in the tree without trying to be
Obvious
too
about it?
too obvious about it. Yeah.
Yeah. You would have noticed her jumping down and started headed towards you.
All right. All right. So you meet up. You meet up with me. Well, you meet up with me.
Yes.
All right. First I ask, where did your mouse form go?
I can't stay like that forever.
Okay. And did you find anything?
Other than listening into a couple conversations, not really. Apparently, there's something under the castle that they don't want people to know about.
Okay. Castle. Okay. Um. So where I am, like where I'm standing, how far is the water and the tree line and all that stuff? Like, can I see the castle kind of clearly, or is it like the trees are in like the main way?
The trees would be in the main way. You would have to get closer to the shore to see the base of the castle.
All right, so I walk up to basically where the shoreline is,
Mhm.
and I'm like underneath the castle, underneath the castle. So I'm like, okay, so all right. So I asked Uzuru, how often can you turn into the mouse, or is it only a mouse you can turn into, or can you turn into other stuff?
Plenty of things I can turn into with that little trick.
But how often can you do it?
Once more for now.
Okay, so they said it about under the castle. So I'm curious how all right, from the shoreline to the castle, like what's like the distance?
Um, I would say from where you are, it's a good about 40, 50 feet.
Okay. And all right, I'm gonna roll for investigation. I'm gonna see if I can notice like up like by the tower pieces and stuff like that, if there's guards or anything just watching.
Okay.
Can I assist?
Yeah. Roll with advantage, Justin.
I roll twice, right?
Yes, you
Yes.
roll twice, take the higher number.
Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Seven.
Is that even at advantage?
Yes, that is.
Oh my. Okay. Um, you particularly don't really see anything, but you know that it's the castle, that there's got to be some guard somewhere.
All right.
You just can't
So
pinpoint where they are.
okay. All right. So then, what I'm gonna do um is I'm gonna say to Uzuru, hey, do you think it's possible at nighttime could you fly turn to like either back to a rock the mouse or maybe even a hawk and see if maybe we can find something on the shoreline that maybe we can find the way in. Maybe I don't know, um, like a crack in the wall or something, or maybe even a hidden back entrance.
I can give it a shot.
All right, because if you can, then we can wait another day, and then you can try to see if you can get in there with your mouse form, and maybe you can try to, you know, maybe you can explore a little bit, or try to find your way in, and maybe find a safe place to turn into your human form, and maybe not get caught, and then scurry your way back out.
You do know, with the gossip going around town, that the festival starts tomorrow.
So, All right. So with the festival going on and stuff, obviously it's going to be, you know, um, how do I word this? How do I? Unless, yeah, I go back to Uzuru. What? Unless you want to wait until tomorrow for the festival to fully be going on, and then just turn into a mouse and try to find a way in with all the distractions going off with the festival.
Could always just try both.
All right. Okay. So around what time is it now?
Roughly with everything that's occurred, I would have to say it's late afternoon.
Late afternoon. Okay. All right. So I figure what we can do is wait. Um, wait out till it gets a little bit darker, and then you can turn into the Hulk or whatever and try to fly around and see what you see. Sound good? Uzuru?
Yes, it does.
All right. So I guess we'll go back to the tavern just to relax a little bit, and then we'll do our thing.
Okay. All right. So you guys make your way back to the tavern. Anything specific you want to do for the late afternoon?
Where is it? How equipped is the tavern? Like, is it just like a regular tavern, or does it like have I know they don't really deal with magic and stuff, but a give me a sec. I gotta try and find it quick before I even. Where? No, you know what? I just chill out. That's all.
Okay.
Just hang about and just try to just prepare for the evening just to come around.
Okay. What about you, Uzuru?
She would do the same.
Okay. Well, as you're putzing around in the tavern, you see a lot of citizens start coming into the bar, discussing the day, the upcoming festival that's coming tomorrow, making sure that they are well prepared, stocked, yada yada. You do notice Uzuru, one of the monks while you were up in the rafters, the new guy. You notice him come into the tavern. He goes up to Chet to try to see if he can get tonight's order for the library. Do you do anything?
I'd point that out to Xerxes and tell him about what I heard.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that. I was trying to look up some. What? So they walk in.
Right. So Uzuru points to you that the monk that came in, he's not wearing his brown full robe with the cloak, but he is wearing brown and silver, like a gi, just to walk around with. You would notice that he's really not in formal attire like he's working, but he's dressed fairly decently. So he goes up to Chet and he says, "Yeah, I'm here to pick up the order for the library." He says, "Ah, right. You stick in the muds." Like, Chet, please, I know. So Chet goes to the back, has the order ready. He brings it out to the counter, gives it to the guy, and he starts walking out.
Do I want to? I guess I could. I see him and I go up and since he's not in his formal gear, I try to be more kind of buddy. Hey, you're the guy at the library.
He goes, "Ah, sir, please keep. I'm not on duty. Please keep your magic to yourself."
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just, I needed to find some information. I understand you're doing a good job. You look like you're not on duty right now. So I'm not gonna be as harsh. I'm just curious, I've just had some bad senses going off. That's all, and just I want to make sure that there's no bad doing happening around here.
Well, I can always tell. You can always tell the guard captain, Larkus, if you don't feel safe.
I don't know. I don't know if I could fully trust him or not. And you do work at the library, and I'm pretty sure you hear of word of mouth of what's going on, stuff like that. And I noticed you were talking to the barkeep. What were you guys talking about?
Just getting tonight's dinner for the rest of the group. I mean, you can obviously tell he is uneasy. He is uneasy. He's just wants to get back like as quick as he can.
I agree. I see your just want to be on your way. I just wanted to say, no hard feelings, right?
Uh, I think Xander would have been the one you needed to speak to because I believe he was your chaperone.
Yes, I know, but I'm pretty sure he told you what happened and what I've said. I just wanted to, you know, just make sure everything's okay and tell Xander too. No hard feelings.
I can bring it to his attention.
All right. As I let him be on his way, can I do a quick um persuasion check to see if I've noticed anything on him since I'm kind of being,
Perception?
trying to be, yeah, since I'm being buddy buddy, but I'm also just seeing if I notice
Yeah.
if he's got anything on him or anything that might give off little hints.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll a perception check.
Damn, 5.
You really can't tell.
All right. Um. All right. So I just let him be on his way. Can I, how late is it now?
It's, I would say it's about a few hours after sunset.
Okay. All right. Will, your character is what's your race?
Half orc.
Half. Okay. Um, I see him. I see him go walk ahead a little bit. I go up quickly to Uzuru, and I'm gonna see um since I have dark vision and stuff,
Hmm.
if I can. I'm gonna roll for stealth and see if I can try to follow him and see if he goes somewhere other than the library to meet up with everyone.
Okay. So you're rolling a stealth check?
Yep.
Okay.
16.
He doesn't notice you. He does stop at the Dragon Hall Inn.
Okay.
You noticed he got food from Mind Flare. He's getting drink. You can see him with a you can see since there's still a hole in the wall. You could see he put a large cask of ale inside of a bag inside of his bag, and you're wondering how the fuck did that happen? And he's walking with the food and the newly acquired cask back to the
Mhm.
library. Still nothing.
All right. So. All right. All right. So since I'm still kind of stealthily, I'm gonna try and move up to the library. Do those two guys see me or not?
As far as you can tell, they can't.
As far as I. Um. All right. I'm gonna be a little ballsy. Obviously the library has some kind of windows right in the front, so you can kind of see in, right?
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna go up and see if I can see through the windows and see what they see if he goes, if he just just
What direction he goes in once he enters
Yeah.
the building?
yeah, what direction to go, if he just goes and just meets up with the guys, or like he goes somewhere I can't see, like hidden somewhere.
All right, roll me a perception.
Yeah. It's a 1, so I don't see shit.
The window's a little bit dirtier than you expected. You can vaguely wait. Natural 1 or -1?
Oh no, natural 1.
Oh gods. Yeah, no, the window was dirtier than he expected. You can't really see anything through the dirt-covered glass. As this is going on, Uzuru, you notice the guard captain enter the building. He's like, Uzuru. Staying out of trouble?
Doing my best to.
All right. Chet, where's my food? Like, it's about time you got your fucking lazy ass. Lazy my foot, as he interrupts Chet. Like, yeah, it's over here. It's warm for you. He's like, thank you. So he goes, gets his food, sits down at one of the table. He goes to ask you, so where's that silver-haired elf that was with you?
Oh, he just went for a walk. Bit of fresh air never does anyone any harm.
No, it doesn't. As long as I don't get a complaint from our friend at the Dragon Inn, I don't think he should be in any trouble. So Lark just starts eating his food. He has some paperwork still with him, trying to finish up for the rest of the day before the festival. Anything else you want to ask him?
So, will you be partaking heavily in the festivities tomorrow?
I can finish this paperwork on time, hopefully. It's a festival. It's supposed to be lively. But this time of year, the king decides to give me more paperwork than he needs to. And you could just see the color drain from his face. That he wants to go, but work comes first, type deal. And it's at this point Chet chimes in the back. He goes, "Ha! Yeah, that bastard Leopold kinda likes to stick a pen in your craw, huh?" He's like, ugh. And Larkus kind of just like, yeah. Yep. The king doesn't want to do any work this time of year. But someone has to, right?
Well, it's only a day. I'm sure he could It can wait for one day.
I've been doing paperwork for the last week. But this should be the last of it, and I should be done by tomorrow.
Won't you miss the festival if you do that?
I'd be roaming around the festival. Most of my men know that I've been busy and I do deserve the break, but I do keep my eye out for troublemakers as he intently eyes you. But I can't wait for the competition tomorrow anyway.
And which one would that be?
Competition of strength. Most people around town like to show off what they can do. Excuse me. Chet's won 3 years in a row. He goes, no one can outbeat me as he goes to slap his bicep.
It certainly sounds fun.
And the fun part is the wagering pools that happen during the competition. But I don't see anything. So, as the conversation continues, Xerxes, what else are you doing? Xerxes.
Basically, I come back and tell them that I followed them, but unfortunately, I couldn't see anything through the window. But they did go to the Dragon's Hall, and the guy put a keg in a bag that was way smaller than the keg, and just walked off like it was nothing. And I just wanted to know where this unsettling feeling is coming from.
And as you're talking to Uzaru, you don't notice that Larkus is sitting right there. He's like, now, where were you spying in on, dear Xerxes?
Not spying, as curious. Uh, I went to the library and I was trying to look up some stuff, and unfortunately, what I wanted to find was out of my reach, and then I was escorted out. So I was wondering if the one of the library people were in here to get food, if I could follow him and see you know, if I can try to find more of what I was looking for.
Well, information is nice and all, but as long as you don't disturb public decency, I don't think that should be a problem. As long as I don't get another incident report on my desk about you, you should be fine.
No. Unfortunately, what was needed to find was unfortunately out of my um out of my what's the word? Out of
Grasp?
no out of my out of my level of authority. Yes.
It sounds like you're looking into the king's private library.
Yeah, just curiosity. Knowledge is power, they say.
Unfortunately, knowing what's back there will end you back in the cell.
I understand that, but I just keep on getting this chilling feeling that I just can't just, roll off the shoulder.
Well, after the festival, if you've kept your nose clean, I can ask the king if you can investigate or get to see the records of said problem. But as long as you keep your nose clean, I don't think the king should see any problem with allowing you that information.
Yes, trying to stay out of trouble and the willpower of trying to do well and the good of my opinion, you know, they become a little tedious, but I will do my best.
All right. Chad, have they been good the last couple of days? Yes. As far as I've seen, the only thing that she's done has already got her arrested for. But other than that, I haven't heard anything. All right. Well, the paperwork's going to take a few days, but shouldn't be a problem. I'll start the paperwork after the festival. You understand, right?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I will try to maintain myself, not to get into trouble, but obviously do some exploring.
All right. So he finishes up his food, bids Chet a good night. It's probably, I would say, about 9, 10 o'clock right about now.
Mhm.
What do you guys do?
Um, I look over at Azora, and I say that it looks like we can get our chance to find out what's in those records and stuff. But being a fly in the wall, as they say, to see what's going on around the castle shouldn't hurt much, right? As long as we don't get caught.
Shouldn't be too much trouble.
All right. I guess we'll head out and you can do your thing.
Yes.
Uh, all right. So, and you can only stay in your form for an hour, right? Uh, so yeah, I guess will just transform and fly around, right?
Okay. Will, so you wild shape into what?
Give him a second. I think he's busy.
I think so too.
Um. So what am I scoping out?
For the most part, you're scoping out the um the perimeter of the castle to see if you notice for the guards if there might be any form of secret entrance, since since they say that that they said that everything is from underneath the castle, so maybe there's hidden something behind, around the perimeter, and then like the shadows or whatever.
Right. Um. What types of animals have I seen around town these past couple days?
You would have seen a couple of cats, few seagulls off at the harbor side. Couple of normal birds, small little I guess the best way I could explain it is like Tweety bird. Also, no, not really. Okay, yeah, a couple of small little birds, some cats and seagulls. Nothing too crazy.
Right. So I suppose I'm just gonna cast Longstrider on myself and turn into a cat and just circle around and see if I can find anything with this 50-foot movement speed that this cat has.
Okay.
Okay.
Cats have pretty quick movement as it is, increasing it by 10. God damn it.
Yes.
All right. Roll me perception check. Do they get advantage with sound and smell checks, or can't remember?
Cats do have advantage on smell.
On smell. Okay. Yeah, no, you're not doing perception smell, you're just
Seeing.
seeing. Yeah, so just give me a perception check.
A 25 total.
Oh my god.
Okay. Other than the obvious cellar door to the castle, there isn't any secret entrances down below the castle.
What do you mean by cellar door?
Like a wine cellar, like a basement door. You would also see the large padlock on it, considering you rolled a 25.
Well,
Yes.
Do you relay that to Justin?
He would, yes.
Okay.
all right. So that's me.
You would also know with the perception some type of jewel on the top of the castle. Some type of round crystal on the top of the castle.
On like the tippy, like the tippy top.
Yeah.
All right. Could I try to do an Arcana check to try to pinpoint, like, since I'm informed about the cellar door and the jewel, roughly where would the cellar door be?
On the far side, somewhere over here.
All right, so I'm gonna travel over there
Mhm.
and try to do an Arcana, see if I could sense if it's more heavily in that area.
Roll for Arcana.
13.
It wouldn't be emanating from the cellar door.
Mm-hmm.
You would know that it's not on this. It's not. With the 13, it wouldn't be coming from the cellar door. You would mostly feel that it's further below.
Okay. All right, so further below, but not exactly toward those cellar doors.
Correct.
All right. So then I go back and um and I say that where you said the cellar door was, I can't exactly pinpoint it right by the cellar door, but it's definitely underneath this energy that I'm feeling, this dark energy I'm feeling. Um all right, so it's about what time now?
It's been a little over an hour.
Mm, Um all right. With the festival going on, and since it's gonna be technically the next day, is there a um more focused area of where the events might be going on?
Right about here.
Okay. There. All right. All right. So the from the cement to the water that grassy area. About how many feet is that?
Where?
No, just in general from the cement to the water, like the
Over
like where
here?
all the, no. Oh, like over here, like where all the trees are. How many feet of from the space between the cement,
Oh, from the shore to where
the
the
grass?
castle wall is?
No, from the grass line to the sidewalk is from right here.
Oh, you want to know how
Forward.
wide the grass is?
Yes.
Oh, about 10 feet.
All right. All right. All right. So I look. So I say, it's getting late. Let's try and get some sleep, and we'll see how tomorrow is with the festival going on, and maybe we can um find out more of what's going on, what all the distractions going on. Sound good, Will?
Yes, it does.
So
So,
we'll head back to the tavern, and um we'll just start getting ready, or we'll come in and tell the barkeep that we're gonna stay another night.
okay. He says, that's not a problem. When you check out, we'll settle everything up then.
Okay.
So, you go to sleep. Xerxes,
Mm-hmm.
you notice as you start fading out of consciousness, start to see a familiar figure.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it is Dragonoid, and you can
Mm-hmm.
swear the scales match the color of your hair.
All right. So as I start to fall asleep, um, does it seem more of dream wise, or like actual physical
No,
brain
more dream.
dream? Right. All right. Um, does it seem like am I like still laying in my bed?
You would,
Since I'm like dreaming technically.
yeah, you're dreaming.
So do I visualize myself in my dream laying on the bed with what the person or whatever um around me, or
No, you're not. The area around you is not of the room you fell asleep in. It's more so of you in a different mindscape completely. You kind of open your eyes and you're standing in front of this being.
alright. All right. So does it seem like I can wave hello and see if I get a response or something? Because it is a dream ish.
You notice him looking at you, and he goes to you. So you are my great descendant of Xerxes, are you not?
Uh, I assume so, since you're in my dream.
Hmm. Well, I can help you further further help you with your arcane abilities if you do so choose. I know you always like to play the hero.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, to some people, hero. To some people, a nuisance. Depends on the side of the coin you're on.
As long as you don't misuse the gifts I can give you, I don't see why not.
By misuse.
And you see the long silver-scaled dragon get in your face. To kill those that are not of evil pursuit. As long as you don't kill the innocent, I don't think we should have any problems.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, Dandy. But I will say one thing. I will agree to yours, but innocent is the eye of the beholder. So, but I will do my best judgment.
So, I shall awaken a little bit more of my power within you. And you could notice he starts to rear his head back and expunge a large silver flame at you. And then you wake up. During that time, Uzuru,
Yes.
your dream sort of, you kind of dream of back home with your father and the night you kind of just left. And then stumbling into the Feywild. And then you notice inside your dream a shadowed figure with antlers and a large staff. Can't really make out who or what it is. Just know that it's keeping an eye on you. And with that, night comes to a close. You guys wake up in the tavern. Essentially, at the end of this 0 session. Festival starts today. We'll see what happens.
Question: do I wake up startled, or do I wake up like, man, this was like a weird ass dream?
You wake up startled, like, huh, huh, trying to pat the flames out, like, oh shit.
Wasn't me, I swear to God, it was the dream.
But as you're coming to consciousness, you notice that there is no fire around. It's like, well, that's weird.
Just wake up. Oh shit. All
right.
Thought I had to explain myself.
All right. So now you guys are officially level 3. However you want to split that.
Well, isn't Will already technically level 3? I heard you say something about that.
Technically, he has 2 in one class and 1 in another. But you, Justin, have to set up for level 3 sorcerer.
Yeah, if they love you, can you play to twist your spells to suit your need? Gain 2 of the following meta magic options.
So, I thank everyone that has showed up during the stream. This is the 0 session for my campaign. Hope you guys enjoyed it and have a wonderful evening.
You can